Yeah, here's one. I was just actually talking to... Who was I talking to about it? I was talking to Jordan about it, yes. This is from Mr. Horrible. As someone who recently got a second tattoo, are they something that interests the folk in the room? I imagine that for some folks in this room, tattoos are relevant. But the question is, what do you want to get or think you might someday, and why? I'll lead us off, and if anyone wants to join in, feel free. If not, don't worry about it. So, it's well known I have a Kingdom Hearts tattoo. It is just Sora's face in profile. And eventually what I want to do is add to it, because it's pretty simple, and I like more complex things. And I want to put it in a mirror and shade it. And then, like, sorry, engineering got me. Put it in a mirror, add some shading, add some iconography around it, and on the flip side, have Roxas on this side doing the same thing, but facing the other way. So, Sora this way, Roxas facing the other way, and then same vibe. To do a little flippy. Anyone else have tattoo stories? It's okay if no.
Me and my two sisters decided a long time ago, but I don't know if we're ever actually going to do it, that we were all going to get the unicorn off of the Boomer family crest on the shoulder.
Heck yeah.
But it's been kind of like a three-way competition of, like, all claiming we're super into it, but somehow there's always a reason not to do it whenever we're together.
It happens.
I got one.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have the tattoo yet, but I have actually made progress on the project very recently. I want to recreate the tattoos that Utsi the Iceman had.
Yeah.
Because he had, I believe, 61 or maybe a couple more sort of little lines in various places done by piercing the skin and then rubbing charcoal in it. I am actively looking for someone who would be able to do that. Reached out to the local tattoo community, haven't really found anybody there. But I did also reach out to one of the researchers this week and got a response and a 35-page paper from May that I'm going to read through with details. Turns out he had met my dad, which is the main reason I want to get this, is my dad did a lot of work on Utsi the Iceman, including identifying a lot of what his tools are for, as well as the fact that he'd been shot by an arrow. And he passed away, I guess, almost 2 decades ago. And I've been wanting for quite a while to recreate these because of that. So that's my project that I'm working on.
Heck yeah. That's rad.
I've considered getting a tattoo. I probably never will, but I'm more or less committed to, like, if I do, the front runner is a Moogle in the style of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance or Final Fantasy 12. Probably like the line art of Mont Blanc. But that's probably me.
The older I get and the more time goes on, I'm reminded more and more of the fallibility of human people, and I do not want to end up with a tattoo that I eventually regret due to someone else's actions as an artist or a property owner. Like, the closest thing could have been Apple, and over the last couple of years, no longer.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. So I guess Utsi makes a lot of sense because he can't cancel himself. A long time.
Hard to milkshake up that far in the past.
Thousands of years ago.
The final cancel.
Yeah, you got shot with an arrow. Someone didn't like him.
Yeah, I've considered it several times for bands or other things, and the nice thing is about this one is Kingdom Hearts can suck, but, like, it's not gonna become a problem. It can, it's unlikely to become a problem just because of the complete legal mess that would be to try to get problematic stuff out of both of those companies at the same time.
Good point, yeah.
So it can be a bad game, but my memories of 2, where it would come from, 2's not going to suddenly become horrific, I feel like. So
How to put it there? You can't accidentally expose yourself if you're already tripping over your own dick. The Square Enix story.
Deeply cursed.
Hey, Ian.
Yes.
Quick technical spec question about the orb. Did you ensure that the containment system operates on higher dimensional radiation?
Higher dimensional radiation? Like, what are we talking here? 3, 4? Or are we looking at 7?
7?
I will have to check the proton folds just to make sure that we got all the etching in correctly, but I'll get back to you on that.
Cheers, appreciate it.
just a quick thing on the tattoos. I don't have a tattoo story, as my partner's was a tattoo apprentice, and they've got a lot more stories. But pertinent to Desert Bus is I've been fielding pictures of people's tattoos for a quiz that I want to run during Omega. So I've been getting DMs from different people on our internal Slack, and if this is news to you and you're a volunteer, please DM me a picture of your tattoo and then a pulled out version that shows that you have the tattoo. So
I feel like I would not be helpful on that, having just talked about mine very loudly
no, you
for everyone to see.
do it anyway. Let's see if anybody remembers.
Yo, I think I'd almost get depressed if no one did, because it's my only one. It's big, and it's been a thing several times on this show.
Got you, but I can't take a photo of it myself.
You could just grab a random fellow cast member and go into a corner and have them take your photo. That happened during setup.
Okay.
Without the person asking to be photographed explaining what it was for.
Perfect.
So it was just, can you just come take a picture of my tattoo?
Come with
for a
me. I
minute?
need you to do something behind me that I cannot see.
Yeah. I mean, there are more awkward conversations to have with people.
True.
That's so good.